Straight ahead.
All right. I'm going to toss it back to Stephen Wisdom. We're talking manly handshakes or something like that, right, guys?
Don't go anywhere, Tuck. As a matter of fact, come over and join us. So here's the backstory. Almost every generation thinks the one that comes after that is too soft. How many times have you heard your parents, maybe your grandparents say, back in my day, we were so much tougher than you kids today?
Steve, I'm saying that right now.
I know.
To my 8-year-old.
I know you are. And I hear Allison mocking me right now, too. That's another story. Look, maybe you even said it yourself, but guess what? You're actually right, because science is backing up that claim. This was the headline in the Washington Post yesterday. Men today are not as strong as their dads were at the same age. Now, the article is based on a study by the Journal of Hand Therapy, and it found that millennial men may have significantly weaker hands and arms than men the same age did some 30 years ago. So the questions this morning we want to answer: what changed? Why are men weaker now? Why is it such a big deal? Now, before we could answer those questions, we wanted to see how we stack up. So here's the deal. According to the study, the average millennial man is able to apply 98 pounds of force when gripping something with his right hand. In 1985, the average man could squeeze with 117 pounds of force. Much greater. Here to help determine our hand strength, Jeffrey Smith is a hand therapist and clinic director at MedStar National Rehab Hospital here in D.C. Jeffrey, good to see you this morning. I'm intimidated by you and the guns that you're bringing to the table this morning right off the bat.
Nice.
What do we learn from our dynamometer? Am I saying that right?
You are saying it right. It's a dynamometer. It's a force gauge, very precise. It determines your general level of grip strength, which can maybe be extrapolated for your general level of overall strength in a kind of gross way.
This is not new.
No, this has been around for a long time. Over 50 years of use of the dynamometer in testing grip strength.
Wisdom, you're up first.
All right, let me go first. What do I do?
All right, so what you want to do?
All right, do I stand or sit?
Stay sitting.
Okay, stay
You want to have
sitting.
your elbow at your side at about 90 degrees.
Okay.
And you want to squeeze as hard and long as you can for about 5 seconds.
Hard and long as I can.
Yep.
All right,
5
ready?
seconds. Hard as you can.
All right, here we go. Go. Ooh, you hear all that?
Good job.
I know that was the machine cracking when I with my.
You can stop now.
Oh, let it go?
You can stop now, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That was 105 pounds.
All right.
It's not bad.
There we go, Wiz.
And I was taking it easy. I was taking it easy.
You are right-handed, correct?
Yes, I am right-handed.
Usually about 10 or 15% weaker in the non-dominant side.
Okay.
All right, so.
What you've got.
All right,
Going right here.
Here we go.
And,
All right, squeeze.
and hard as you can. Squeeze.
Go, Steve.
My goodness. And relax.
Okay.
That is 125 pounds.
Wait a minute. Oh, my goodness.
He's
Here we
in the
go.
gold
Okay,
so
Steve
far.
is winning so far.
He's in the gold.
Okay, all right, go
Come
ahead.
on, Tucker.
Don't you dare dive into this.
It's not about your strength.
Yes, it is.
You know he's the most competitive
Let's
person
go.
in
Let's
here.
go.
Hard as you can. Hard as you can. Go, 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 go,
You
go.
got it, Tuck.
Good job. 105. Not bad.
Oh, it's
Steve
okay,
gets the
Tuck.
gold.
Wait, what was yours? 105?
There you go.
Surprised that Steve is so strong?
Wisdom and Tucker are tied for the
Wow,
silver.
I would have never guessed
I
that.
think Tucker's generally offended by what just
Wisdom and
happened.
Tucker tied at 105. We
Are you sure his wasn't 104?
That was 105. Okay. Right on.
I think I need a retry. So anyway.
Do you think, now, how long have you been doing this testing strength?
I've been a hand therapist for about 23 years.
Okay, so that's a full generation then. Do you buy into this, the fact that the previous generation was stronger hand strength than what we have now?
I do to a general sense. Some people are kind of unusually strong depending on what they do or just genetics. I'll get in a clinic in a day, I'll have a big strapping young man with 80 pounds of grip strength, and I'll have a petite lady with 80 pounds of grip strength as well. It kind of depends on your hand and how you do things in life.
Why do we care about hand strength?
The general idea is that you can get a quick, easy assessment of overall body strength by doing a grip test. You can squeeze a dynamometer once or 1 to 3 times and get a general idea. They also have some literature out there that correlates longevity, health, things like that too.
So obviously there can be exceptions to any rule, but you know, in general, when you look at these things, can you actually determine that the health factor just by the grip, or can you have somebody who's in perfect health and just maybe has weak hands?
Absolutely. You can have somebody who is a marathon runner, just doesn't have a lot of grip strength. You can also have somebody who doesn't run and has a ridiculous amount of grip strength.
And it doesn't matter, you said right hand, if you're right-handed, right hand. Why does that matter?
If you're dominant on the right side or the left side, you'll be stronger on your dominant side because you use that more. It has more training.
Let me ask you this, because one of the things that we were kind of joking about the back in my day, you know, we were stronger and everything. There was a lot of manual labor, if you go back a couple generations, maybe more than we have now. Does that have something to do with it? Maybe we're more office workers now as opposed to working the lines or whatever it is. Is that correlated at all?
With heavy labor jobs, yeah, it has correlated, because it used to be that you'd have to turn a wrench, a manual wrench, all day long, and that puts a lot of strain and stress on your hands. Your hands will adapt and get stronger to that. In ergonomics, we've tried to eliminate a lot of those risk factors of developing injuries, carpal tunnel, and things like that by making the jobs easier. So to some degree, you are decreasing the overall intensity of work.
Now,
Okay.
can Wisdom still say to his kids, back in my day, we're stronger than you?
Depends. Grip strength actually peaks out at about a age of 18 to 21 and stays at that level pretty much your whole life.
Really?
It doesn't usually drop off very precipitously.
Excuse me. I'm looking at Steve in a whole new way. Beat it.
Yeah, seriously, come on over here.
Bye-bye.
Steve, what never knew.
Let me try to give it my left hand.
Go. Good job.
Oh, boy.
That's
Maureen, who
100%.
knew?
5 pounds.
That was good. Wow, that's lower with my left hand.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Oh, Steve.
Jeffrey, thank you very much. I mean, it's enlightening. It's something you don't normally think about.
Yeah, I think what needs to happen is people need to take one of these devices out with them, and they can test the hand strength before, you
Here you go.
What?
take somebody out on a date.
Is that's what it is?
Make sure they're strong.
Please cut back to us.
I don't think that's what this
on back
was
over.
all about, but okay.
Back over to Allison and Maureen.
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hey, Wisdom and I
ahead
got
of
other skills.
Still ahead at 9. It might take a